a good afternoon to you. It is the Blues to Do TV podcast. We're back. We took a year or two off, and we're just testing the gear this week, so bear with us. But my name is Marlee Walker. It is the Blues to Do TV live streaming podcast, and then we archive it at the YouTube channels of both the Seattle Drum School and Blues to Do. We're broadcasting on Duwamish land in Seattle's Georgetown area from the lab. We're at the lab where my Cadillac parts are hanging with signed blues signatures all over them. The lab is at 1010 South Bailey. If you're in the neighborhood, come on by. It's at the Seattle Drum School of Music. They teach everything here. So I have two guests with me this week that are both worthy co-hosts. I should just call them co-hosts because we're probably going to do this again. Both Bunny Brown and Miz Nola have history in the blues, and they're both from New Orleans, as is my engineer, Christian Sadler. Thank you very much. Give them all some applause. And I've got a Blues to Do calendar that's pretty much up to date on my website at blues2do.org, although it's a work in progress. And I'll put more dates up there this afternoon. I just learned about a Taj Mahal Keb Mo show at McCaw Hall in September. So, yeah, I try to look forward in the Blues to Do calendar. You can get some information there that you may not see anywhere else. So, anyway, a conversation with two New Orleans natives. First, a member of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame and the voice of the American Blues Network. She's also a concert promoter. We're going to hear more about that. Bunny Bubblin' Brown Sugar. Give him some applause. Give her some applause. Yes. And next, the darling of Ballard Pass. She bartended at the famous blues bar, the Owl Cafe. Now it's called Connor Byrne. It's cooperatively owned. And she became famous for her fried chicken and peach cobbler there at the Owl. She ran an all-ages venue as well. She's master of the kitchen and aesthetics, which is kind of hard to put your thumb on. But, yeah, you'll learn more as we grow. And she's a great storyteller, a great joke teller. Please give it up for Miz Nola Moss.
Yes,
Hey, y'all.
Yes.
So we're live in person here at the Seattle Drum School. And as I said, we'll be on the YouTube channel for Blues to Do and the Seattle Drum School. What we want to talk about this week, there's so much to talk about.
There's so much going on.
I got the ball because FIFA's in town. It's the middle of the FIFA time, and we'll talk about that. So our previous podcasts have been sponsored by Mitch's Best Buffalo Sauce. I want to give a shout out to him. That was super important to get his support.
Mitch.
And we love him for that. And his sauce is all that and a bag of chips.
It's still all that.
It is. Mitch'sFoods.com. You can find out more. And it's also in stores around town.
Yes.
So blues prevention is what we were doing before, kind of like a shared wisdom. All right, so Dalai Lama, whomever, great Jesus Christ, could be just anybody who's just a wise person with wise things to say, like Willie Dixon.
That's right.
He was profoundly wise. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover, stuff like that.
That's right.
So yes, our blues prevention this week, my thought was the most power you have is in being yourself. That should have been told to me when I was 8 years old, when I was still figuring myself out, because I probably would have been more myself most of my life. These days I'm singing more, and I should have started that a long time ago. I'm having so much fun with that. So we took a little time off. My dad passed away, and I was doing some other medical stuff. We lost Phil Wiggins. I was up there in Port Townsend. We did a memorial fund, and there is still memorial fund stuff there in Port Townsend, my favorite spot for an acoustic blues event every year, and I'm trying to go this year again. That is on my calendar. I'm going to interview Sun Pai Barnes. He was at the Folklife Festival, which I got to MC this year, being part of that. So any wisdom, you know, the most power you have is in being yourself. What do you got up your sleeve, Bunny? You got any wisdom, any
My
blues prevention?
wisdom and blues prevention today is good trouble.
Good trouble.
A quote from the famous John Lewis. Mm-hmm. You know, right now with this Trump MAGA administration, keep it clean, what they're doing, you know, with the Supreme Court, with the Haitians and the Syrians, it is just unconstitutional. We've never done that. You know, you're destroying so many lives and you're sending people back and kids back who don't know where they're going.
They're going to die. There are people going to die
And
over their
it's
decisions.
it's horrible
Yeah.
that the Supreme Court. We used to think the Supreme Court is the bomb. That's the one who's going to straighten things out and let everybody know what time it is.
And they think about stuff and
And-
they look at the Constitution. They're not even thinking.
And that's not happened. That didn't happen.
The shadow docket, what the heck is
And
that? It
you
just
know,
means you pull the
good
quickly.
trouble comes from, this is trouble, but we're going to do good with it. We are going to fight.
Yes.
And it's so much. It's so many people. And there was a newscaster made a comment. If you are a Christian, how can you celebrate this event?
Oppressing other people.
Yes.
Killing other. Really
yes.
just.
Yes. So.
All right, blues prevention. Nice. Anything from your end, Ms. Nola?
Well, I was going to say Miss Bunny made a great point because good trouble. It has so many different meanings too, and I just love that. And of course, John Lewis, love.
Yes.
There's so much to unfold there. But I did think about what you were saying about be yourself. How a lot of people can't be themselves, either because they're oppressed or because a family member just won't allow it, or whatever the reason. It happens a lot. And I think it was Oscar Wilde. He has a quote that says, "Be yourself, because everyone else is taken."
Good
There
one.
you go. Yep.
That's a good one.
And for blues prevention, I have to put myself in the kitchen. That's where I go when things bother me the most, because I can turn the fans on, cuss and swear, and carry on. And as long as I'm not crying, the food will be good.
Oh,
So
you make great
there's
food,
that.
too.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a creative masterpiece every time you come out of the kitchen.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge.
Then I'll have to cook it extra good.
Yes.
Extra good. Thank you. Those are great pieces of wisdom. I'm glad you mentioned the Supreme Court. That was on my list. Also, all the Republican senators have just been backboneless for the whole time. But finally, the Louisiana senator of all people, Senator Cassidy, lost his primary. So he's free to speak whatever he believes. He's now got a backbone. He's telling the truth. And they had a shouting match just a couple days ago. Did you hear about this? That's-
Call the man an idiot.
he didn't have to worry about getting reelected. That's why he can
Yes.
speak the truth.
Yes. But it's deeper than that. Like you say, don't be spineless. You know what this country is about. Stand up against this.
For democracy, yeah.
What's his name?
Right. I always point to Teslas and go, "You're giving your money to a Nazi."
Yes. Yes.
Think about it. And then he tries to influence our elections with his money. So get the money out of politics. That's what I've always.
Oh, yeah.
I've said that since I was 18. I swear. So we were finally working on that. They call the decision Citizens United. It is exactly the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So check your knowledge. It takes an informed public to have a democracy. And if you're not an informed public, you won't be having a democracy. So make sure you're informed. I always like to ask people, what are your trusted media sources? Where do you two go for your information that you mostly trust?
Yes.
Where do you go? What do you listen to? What do you tune into?
Well, I do CNN a lot. I don't do Fox because they still celebrate you know who,
They lie.
and they lie. So ABC News is pretty informative, but CNN tells a deeper story of a lot of things. Last week there was a little 1-year-old baby killed in a car because the police thought the lady was shoplifting and she had a digital receipt. But the baby is dead and she's in critical condition. With the police doing what Donald Trump has initiated them to do. It's so horrible right now for Black Americans.
Right.
It is so bad. But I chose good trouble because we're going to get through this.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to be okay. It's going to be good.
Right. Well, and the leadership, the Constitution was built with Native American
yes.
influence, and so we really got to go back
Yes.
to our roots and
Yes.
listen to Native people because they've
Yes.
lived sustainably way longer than we have.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, the oppression of Black people, it's back. Racism is on steroids, and it feels so
Just
uncomfortable for me.
Vote.
Yes, please.
Vote.
And make sure your vote is going to be counted. Make sure you check everything, because they're trying to do this thing called cross-check,
Yes.
where they eliminate voters that have the same name, like, Albert Lee or whatever the name is. It's like, oh, there's two of them. Eliminate one of them.
Yeah.
No. So
In the South, if you were married and you went back to your maiden name, now you got to go find your husband and get documentation
or if you got married
in your right name to be able to vote. They're doing this to suppress the vote because they know they're out of there.
Right, they know.
They know, look at the White House. It used to be a beautiful place that you admired. Now the lawn is brown, and from the circle of the wrestling match.
And have you been reflecting at all? The reflecting part? What's your reflection on that, Ms. Nola?
Ooh, you want to get me started on that?
1 minute, come on.
Well, for one thing, it reminds me of a swimming pool of a neglected house.
Exactly.
Because in the South, or where it's very humid, anywhere where it's very humid, algae grows really fast.
Yes.
And, I mean, even if somebody did put something, I'm using air quotes, in the pool to cause it, it's still there. And there are many ways to get rid of it and all that. We could go into that. But the main thing about that reflecting pool is that who he hired, and he hired without consent, he hired without due process.
No
I mean, nobody put a bid
No
in,
bid
and I know there are
contract.
many people that could have done that job, that have done jobs for Washington State. I'm familiar with that because my husband worked for a company that actually painted the outside of the dome in D.C. and would put a bid in for waterproofing because they waterproofed the Seattle Aquarium and the Tacoma Aquarium. So there are very, very dedicated to the job and qualified people that know how to do this. And he hires one of his cronies who, have y'all seen that man? Have you seen him?
He
looks like a
mobster.
cartoon. He looks like somebody sent him, go to costume and get your outfit and then come back here. And then we're going to use you. Oh, and by the way, put this cigar in your mouth
I know.
sideways.
You look distinguished.
Now, I loved Michael J.T., but he looked just like him in
Part
1940
your
something. The
black
picture
dyed
of him,
hair.
the hair is parted the wrong way. No.
So we're reflecting on the
that's-
reflecting part.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. So, what else we had going on?
Well, now, what's on your mind musically? Because I've been listening to Julia Lee lately, just having a blast singing her stuff. But I know you both are hip ladies with your finger on the pulse. You might listen to old stuff, but I know you listen to new stuff too. So who's on your mind musically? What you got?
Well, with me, it's David Sylvester.
Oh, you got a show coming up.
Yeah, I have a show with him coming up. But this guy sounds like a little Donny Hathaway and Teddy Pendergrass mix. Just a smooth sound. And he wanted to be introduced to the Northwest.
Well, he's one of them cowboy hat wearing
Oh, yeah.
soul singers, if
Yes.
you will. It's
He's
sort
had
of blues, but
so far 3 songs on the top 20 charts in the South, the American Blues Network, and Rhythm and Blues radio station. So
yeah.
we're doing a show, and as a matter of fact, it's July 26th in Shoreline, Washington.
About 1 month away.
Yes, almost a month away at the Aurora Borealis. That's on 167th and Highway 99. Very convenient location. Very nice venue. Fantastic food. Awesome drinks. And the door charge is only $20. That's for a reason. Because with Donald Trump, people are trying to afford gas.
Right.
So this is really giving you some entertainment at the lowest possible price we can do.
And Lonnie Williams opening up the show. We
And
love
Lonnie
ourselves
and
some
the
Lonnie.
Then and Now band will be opening the show,
That'll be
and
a good
they
night.
are really going to show out.
And that's a Sunday night, so check your calendars.
Yes.
Make sure you get a listen to David Sylvester. You know about Lonnie Williams. And the date again is a Sunday night in
Sunday
July.
night, July 26th at the Aurora Borealis, 167th and Highway 99, Shoreline.
And now, what's on your mind musically? Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to say musically, I have been there. I was there for a memorial. And
Dick Powell.
Yes.
That was a great show.
And the fabulous Dufresne.
Dufresne,
was
Mark
playing.
Dufresne.
So
Yes.
Marcus.
He blew our
just an
skirt up.
amazing- He did.
Yes.
Blew my hair back, that's for sure. So it's got a great sound. That place has a great sound.
Oh yes.
One of those venues that you walk in and you know somebody knows what they're doing at the sound booth. And then it's got plenty of parking.
Yes.
Now that's something that's
Yes,
important.
and
I mean,
that's
because you know,
very important. You have so much parking, you won't have a problem getting right to the venue.
And sometimes all the
Yes.
fun happens in the parking lot. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah. And the food, like I said, I'm on a regular now. I eat there.
yeah.
The breakfast is humongous. So
Yeah, we had lunch there.
we had lunch there.
it's like
yes.
a Denny's, but it's not. It's not a
Yes.
chain.
And-
But they
but
do
they
everything.
make it everything by themselves. And there's the lady with the pies. She makes the pies handmade every day. I'm like, oh my! I'm trying to watch my weight. There's an outfit I want to
Pie
get in
has
for
no
my
calories.
show.
No calories
trying
in
to
pie,
get
Miss
that
Butter.
Yeah, okay. Great music at the Aurora Borealis, and yes, Dick Powell's celebration of life was awesome. Well attended.
was.
It was a great event. So we'll have more of those things coming our way. This is the baby boomer era, and everybody dies. So we're gonna keep going to celebrations of life. I mean,
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
gonna have to be fun. We're gonna have to make it fun, ladies.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to just give a shout out to the Seattle Drum School before we get to the second half of our show. You can play here. It's a fun place to learn how to play an instrument or sing better. You can do a memorial here if you want to. You could do a baby shower, a birthday, a live concert. There's Russian comedy. They do everything here. Rehearsals. Sometimes it's a showcase of young people. They do the second Sunday showcases. Am I right about that?
Yes, I think you are. Yes.
Second Sundays at 2, and Christian Engineers, a lot of the stuff here, does a great job. All kinds of shows here. Plus, like I said, lessons for voice, ukulele, trumpet, piano, guitar, drums, and drums. Of course, it's a drum school, but they do everything. You can find out more by emailing Seattle Drum School Booking at gmail.com and talk to KZ. She's awesome. She runs the place and does a great job. So
She's
thank
a
you to KZ.
fantastic
Oh,
lady.
Yeah, she's on it. She does a lot of
Yes.
social media, which is really how you find out about stuff these days. Duh. I'm
That's
learning.
right.
So now, one of the things coming up in August is the Cajun Fest. Both of you from New
Yes.
Orleans. Talk to me about that andouille
Yes.
sausage kind of stuff.
Yes. Well, I don't know the exact date, but I will be the hostess.
We can look that up.
And
Go
we're
ahead.
going to, celebrate New Orleans. Many booths, jewelry, live entertainment, and it's in Kent. It's right by Alpha's restaurant, the Cajun restaurant that I want to take you to.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, fantastic boudin, everything coming in from Louisiana, and you got to try it if you come to Kent. But the festival, they even do the second line, and I hadn't seen the second line run through.
Oh,
It almost brought me to tears.
I will cry.
Yes,
I will
yes.
cry while I'm swinging a handkerchief and my parasol.
Saturday,
reminds
August
me.
15th, 1 to 7 p.m.
Yes,
at Burlington Green Park right by the rail tracks in Kent.
that's right.
All right.
That's right.
August 15th.
Yes.
I got that. I got a
Yes.
computer
Look at
right
that.
here. Look
Look
out.
at
For
that.
you. You're sensational.
You're a wizard.
We're learning so much so fast.
Well, now, I volunteered for Folklife this year to digitize their newspapers. And then I learned, this is my reason of the week for the blues, then I learned that the newspapers in Seattle are suing Microsoft for taking their content without permission and training their AI with it. And I'm like, they're going to do that with my newspapers next. So I got to figure out this stuff. I'll let you know how that goes. But
You probably have to copyright it, or we'll have to figure
Well,
that out, right?
even if you copyright, they copyright their
Still.
newspapers, so they're
True.
just taking
True
copywritten
that.
material
True that.
and using it to train their AI because there's no regulation. That's the
Yeah.
whole key. The politicians got their pockets
Yes.
full of
Yes.
lobbyist money from
And
these tech
for
pros.
our age group, the AI scares me. I see
know.
things smarter than we are.
Caution,
You know.
caution flags.
Yeah.
No shit.
They're like, okay, if we teach this robot so much, he can learn more than we taught him. I'm like, then he'll be smarter than you. I think I
Until
saw a
you know.
movie. I saw a movie about it when I was little. Scared the hell out of
Wasn't
me.
that
But
War Games? What was it? The one where there was a computer that said, "Do you want to play a game?"
yeah,
Yes. That right there made me go, no.
So yeah, AI to us is similar to that.
Makes me want to go cook or
Thinking.
garden or something real
Right,
tangible with my
right.
hands.
But then you can listen to a podcast or something, so there's always, it's
That's
going to be
right.
there.
We're here,
We-
we're live, and we're human.
Yeah, and I think we have to inform ourselves about the new part of all of that because, as we ease ourselves into this, I remember the first time I held a portable phone in my hand, and it was in New Orleans, and it looked like a brick. 1984,
Yes.
I think,
Yes.
83, 84.
Yes.
And I worked for a company that put it in my car.
Yes.
I won tickets to the Irma Thomas concert because I called into the radio station in my car. I thought it was something. And I did. I won tickets, and that was I had to sing the theme song to Gilligan's Island all the way through without missing a beat. I can't believe I did it, but I won tickets.
Nice.
So yeah, if we get informed, I started out with that brick mobile phone, and now I said mobile phone,
Yes.
phone, and now I can use an even newer phone without too much trepidation. Although I still don't trust things,
Yes.
so you have to be aware. Just learn,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. To be aware is to be alive.
if
Yeah,
it's too
and-
good to be true, it probably is. If it sounds too good to be true,
Right. Get those tech
Yeah.
bros to pay some taxes so we can pave our roads and
Yes.
stuff and take care of people who need it. I mean, really, it's such
And what
out
are
of
they calling
balance.
the places? The data centers.
Ugh.
You know, and then I think in Tennessee somewhere they want to put one right by a zoo
Mhm.
that will kill the animals because of all the radiation going by.
Now, isn't there a country music star that's sort of heading up the fight
Resistance.
against this, the resistance against that?
Is it?
I believe so. I
Okay.
believe so. I wish
You
I could
know who it
remember who
is?
it is right now, but I can't.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's towns that are saying
Yes.
we're voting and we don't want those data centers in
That's
our
right.
in our
That's
town.
right.
And
That's
you know,
right.
town after town after town is saying, "No, sorry.
Yeah.
We don't have the water supply for
No.
it." And the electricity, the fact that they're using all this electricity, there's only so much water and there's only so much power, so
Yes.
they're automatically making the price go up for all the rest of
That's
it.
right.
I tried to
That's
buy a
right.
memory drive and I was like, $500? It used to be
Right.
40.
Yes.
What the heck? So
Yes.
it's all related.
And
It's
that
all
reminds me about Trump's daughter and his son-in-law.
connected.
They go to Albania
Hmm.
and see this beautiful wetland with deer and birds and swans, and they decide, I like this, let's buy this.
How tone deaf.
And every Albanian citizen from 90 to 5
Said
years
no,
old came out with a sign saying, you will not come here and take our beauty.
Right. It's our land.
That's their land.
Can't
You
sell
know,
it.
no matter how much money you have, and what they did first off, the ones who brought this idea, they fired them. The citizens did. We need more unity like that.
Yeah.
Because now it's a done deal. You're not coming here.
Right.
So yeah, good for you, Albany.
Yeah, I love that Hawaii said, okay, we're not going to let corporations buy any elections, but put any money toward elections anymore. And it's like, whoa, every state needs to do that because the states control the elections.
That's right.
So we can say, to that whole money in
Yes.
politics thing.
Yes.
And it's not in effect until like a year and a half from
Yeah.
now, but I know it's going to make a big difference. And other states should follow. Call your senators and representatives, get a little mouthy, use your
Yes.
voice because that's your platform.
That's right. That's right. Vote, vote, vote.
We have our platform. We're testing the water this week, just, reflecting.
True that. True that.
Reflecting a little bit, I saw a show just the other night at the Mermaid Lounge in Fremont. C.D. Littlefield plays trumpet and teaches here at the drum school. He turned 60 years old. It was a party with all kind of great musicians. Oh my goodness, ladies, you missed it. But
Really?
it
I
was
know, I wish
so
I hadn't.
fun.
I saw advertisement about Fremont Friday.
Fremont Fair, yes, they do some Friday stuff over there.
And they said something like through the month, starting in July.
It was right next
it
to the
would be-
Mermaid. They had music, live
Okay.
music in this little kind of a pit area.
Okay,
And
great.
when it was done, they had like fireworks, and we were like, "What's What's going on out there?
Yes.
But yeah, it was right next
And
to the
this
mermaid.
one will involve kids. They have the face painting lady and, man who makes balloons, animals with balloons and stuff for the kids. I saw the advertisement earlier this morning. So when
Okay,
you
cool.
said Fremont, it made me
Ding.
think of that. Yes.
Well, now, what else is on your minds, ladies? We got about 5 more minutes or so. The half an hour show.
Well, I'm looking forward to some boudin
Mm.
and some fried okra. See, we talk about food. All you had to do was mention the food, and now my stomach's just been
I know.
fussing at me the whole time we've been sitting here. So
Yes.
I think good food is a good way to end a show.
Yes.
I've always given people a little dessert if they had too much to eat and they couldn't, fit that dessert in their mouth. I'd give them some so they can put it in their purse, take it home.
That's right.
Yes, so it's
Southern
just say
hospitality.
there's nothing like saying goodbye with a piece of pie.
That's right.
Oh.
That is so
I
right.
didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did.
I want to give a shout out to my buddy Phil Chestnut. He, as an illustrator, is all over the Blues to Do in the past, and I am digitizing all those and putting metadata in. So you're going to see Phil's work, writer, photographer, just a big love to you, Phil. And
And shout out to Lonnie Williams.
There you go.
This guy is just sensational. And he's steady, thrives, he steady keeps going.
best entertainer really knows
He's
the
an
entertainment
entertainer.
business.
That's
Yep.
what we do, yes.
We also have Venmo and Zelle working now at the Blues to Do Empire. I'm learning. It's just me, but I'm learning. And if you want to sponsor our podcast or get involved in that level, please reach out to me. My thing is at Blues to Do, or just call me up. My phone number is out there too. And yeah, it's like church. It's just a blues church, just a
Yes.
little different. And blues
Yes.
is such a big word. I mean, categories of music were just made to create more money for record labels. So categories are just kind of faults anyway. And as soon as you put an artist in a box, they're going to want to bust out of that
That's
box. So
right.
you call somebody a blues artist and they'll try and do jazz or
Yeah,
they'll try and do
yes,
reggae or something.
yes.
So mix it up, people. It's all good music to us. And
Blues is the blues, baby.
that's right.
Oh,
You
yes.
know.
Real music for real people.
Yes.
And, we are going to see some Epstein files. I just feel it.
Oh my.
Still
Oh, I
working
was
up to it.
feeling good, weren't you, before she said that?
Yeah, back to the
Now I feel a
boudin.
little dirty, like I need a shower.
Back to the boudin.
No, there was a woman, journalist, who is also a lawyer, and she sued and won. So now she's like, I can't do my work as a journalist if you don't release all of the Epstein files. And there's half of them
really?
are, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Katie Fang. Katie Fong? Katie
Okay.
Fang. Anyway, yeah, she's awesome, and she's an attorney, so she put the lawsuit in there.
Well, I heard Iran was going to start releasing a few of them that America hasn't seen
A few what?
of the Epstein files.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's a dirty way to play.
That would be
Ooh.
wow.
Wouldn't it?
Yes.
All right. Well, we are having a blast. We're going to do this again. We just wanted to test the water and come back and start this process. We are live streaming about 30 minutes or so, give or take. And we'll talk about live shows coming up. We'll talk about what shows we've seen. We'll review some bathrooms, I'm sure, because that's what I
Again,
do.
Yes.
And as we get better at website stuff, I'm going to put that stuff on my website. And we are concert promoters, so we'll do some concert promotions. And what you got, Nola?
Well, our friend and mutual person in music, the illustrious Mr. Keith Lowe, is his birthday is coming up, and that's on July the 1st at the Royal Room.
Oh, fun.
And if you don't know Keith, he played with, as most of us our age would know, played with Duffy Bishop. He was a bass player
Still does.
for Duffy, and still does. Yes, when she's in
Barefoot,
town,
yes.
she makes her way from Florida. And I don't think he's going to bring his groovy cat with him, but he has a wonderful cat named Dickens. And he's on the cover of their poster that he put up for the Royal Room.
That's
So,
the first.
yes,
also
that's the
on
first. I wish I could tell you what time, but I forgot.
That's right. The 6th at the Royal Room is a benefit for Michelle Searle. volunteer coordinator at Folk Life, does a lot for the music community in the whole community. She was on one of those stupid little bikes and fell off and broke her arm and her leg. So
Oh wow.
Oh my.
we're doing a GoFundMe for her and going to show up for that benefit again. Royal Room.
Okay.
Thank you, Reese, for
At
putting
the
the Royal
Royal
Room
Room.
into good, effective work there for Michelle Searle on the 6th. And yeah, we'll keep bringing cool information to you and talk about politics and songs and maybe both. If they
Yes,
go together.
They really do.
I want to thank my two guests, my two co-hosts this afternoon, member of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame and the voice of the American Blues Network, also concert promoter, Miss Bunny Bubblin' Brown Sugar,
Thank you.
to my right, and
Thank
to my
you.
far right, the darling of Ballard Pass. She bartended at the famous blues bar, the Owl Cafe, now Connor Byrne, became famous for her fried chicken and peach cobbler, and ran an all-ages venue, master of the kitchen and aesthetics, and a great story and joke teller. Do we get a joke today, Ms.
Oh,
Nola?
you know, I've got to think of some clean ones.
Okay, we'll work up to
That's the problem with
She's
my
from
jokes. They are
Louisiana. Well,
not,
we really gotta
We're
work
still in
hard
the
to get
gutter.
a
Yeah.
Yes.
to get a good one.
in the
And we want
swamp.
to thank the Seattle Drum School for hosting us here for the podcast. And whatever your reason of the week for the blues is, or if you have a song or an artist you're following, reach out. I don't know if I'll get to it, but I try to check my email.
Yes.
I'm the same as you, aren't I? Well, so yes, I guess that is our show.
It was my pleasure being here with you ladies, and I can't wait to get us some boudin.
It was so much fun being with you, Miss Bunny.
Yes, and thanks.
And I think the water's just fine, Marlee.
Oh, good. And thanks to KZ and Christian Sadler, our engineer. Also, Chris Littlefield for being here at the drum school. Steve and Christy Smith own and run this place, and we appreciate them very much for providing lessons of music. I mean, I know some young people that if they didn't have music, they would be troublemaking in a bad way.
Right.
So it's good. Music is a good thing. And it is real music for real people. We've got lots of archive shows, so check it out at blues2do.org. And I guess that's it. Living the blues until next time. And
See ya.
yeah, it's real music for real people. All right. Thanks, Christian.